I am here, just waiting for you guys. Ow. Ow, ow. Oops, first craft ledge. I am here. Anybody catching this on replay? Fast forward while I wait for the gang to get here. I'm just going to look here for a minute. I still can't find my red stamp pad. Uh-oh. Not unexpected. You know, it kind of helps if you take the adhesive off. Who would have thunk it? Didn't get it on there. Even. I had started this little book with ideas of using the rubber moon stamps on these pages. So we'll just do that. Hi, Christy. I've been doing great. I've got more projects than, that turned out pretty cute. More projects going than I have time, but isn't that the way we all do it? How are you doing? And you're number one today. And this is such a little bitty journal. These stamps are perfect. I'm not sure that I really want to dig through them now. I like that one. Well, that one's cute. I'm not really into cute. Witch's hat, that fits. Here's an art stamp. I didn't know that was in there. That's from Carabella. Do, 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 do. All right, let's see. Good. New job and too many yeah, I can relate. Let's see who dinged me. Oh, I've been getting 50 or 60 Facebook likes a day from people that are in groups, which I duly appreciate, but some of them like to talk. And send you waves and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't, and I can't keep up with the good friends I have. Where in the world is my video? There it is. The world. Whoop, 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 whoop. Is my video? Okay, everything's turned off. So what kind of a new job? Full-time? I am kind of glad to be retired. I want my red one. Maybe I never had a red one. That's all entirely possible too. I've got a red one back here. I bought the Rubber Moon. Stamp pads because they're hybrid #1, which is half pigment, half ink. But they have half white and half color, so you can get tints of every color, which is cool. So yeah, you can get a light pink to a dark red. So got that out. Let me put these little things right up here. Getting organized. Okay. Well, that's where we are. I haven't not put something. We'll get going here in a minute. You know, my phone doesn't ring that much anymore. I think everybody who knows me well knows that. Just send me a text message so I can get back to work. So oncology RN, doctor, that would be a hard field to be in. Okay, what time is it? 3:48. I'm gonna wait just a few more minutes. Not many, because I'm ready to get going. It would have been so much easier to have stayed in my cozy chair, but it's sunny outside, so that kind of helps get me up and going. I just politely took a dirt road with this thing and just started doing one page. I can always go back. I'm not going to worry about that right now because this is a mini junk. What's a charge nurse? Is that somebody that's in charge? Us laymen don't know that stuff. Oh God, yeah. I can't imagine the emotions too. That would be tough. But that's what you're trained for, right? Trying to get this a little better. Well, that will sure cut a hole in your crafting. But the money is nice. And there we have a green world. I pulled some papers, just a few little things ahead of time. And I've got these little things that might as well be used. We might use 2 of those. I don't know where I got them, and I don't know what they're for. Here's a nice little light piece. Yeah, well, that's the way it always is. I spent my career self-employed. And when you had the time, you didn't have the money. And when you had the money, you didn't have the time. So I guess the crap, what do you call it? The lesson there is to buy your stuff now while you have the money. And know that you'll eventually have the time. I've got a 6-inch ruler. It would be nice to have it. Problem is, it would get lost. I'm going to tear just a little bit off this bottom. Straighten this one up. Everybody's so ready for spring. I still kind of am enjoying winter. If I had to get out in it every day, I wouldn't, though. Well, I didn't do just a real good job on that. Try it one more time. End up with nothing left. All right, that's better. Hi, Gail. How you doing, darling? I'm just making a big old mess out of this, but I'm going to stop. Just going to make a little pocket. I'm really liking this little glue. Thank you, Robin. Well, that's good. Look, cool. Hi, Joycey. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to warm up a little bit. This is what my painting project is right now. It's intended to help me loosen up with being realistic. And it's kind of interesting right now. So, what we got? I'd like to get this box kind of cleaned out so I can put some other stuff in it. Those go in the tag book. Well, sometimes there are days like that where you just can't get warm. Why not? This is for fun, right? Unfortunately, I never learned what fun was. Everything in this girl's life always had to do with work, making money so you could survive. Uh-oh. Need some glue. Paranoid about losing that pen. It's a stainless steel pen. trying to get a piece of stuff. Okay. We've been staying up way too late, which means that I've been sleeping way too late. Tear that little thing off. Put this on right here. I wear hoodies in the winter. They just feel so cozy. Okie doke. There's an earth. I don't think I need anything else. What do I want up here? I know. Nope, not that. Not that. Yes. Let's put a little iridescent bronze on there. Putting it on this way with the cap underneath kind of allows you to control somewhat. There, I don't know what we did, but we did it. So now I've got this. Let's go over and put it somewhere just to get rid of it. These scrape offs sometimes give the best backgrounds to work with. All right. Do that on purpose. Purpose. And I could do, before y'all got here, I was just talking about how somehow last week I started doing full page spreads or double page spreads instead of singles. I'm digging in my bin over here to see what I've got. Everything needs to be scaled down for this size. So if I were to use this piece of tissue paper, I would cut it a little bit more like that so it would be in scale. All right, let's keep going. All these little scraps. And when they get too little, you can throw them away. But you know what? It's already helping. That's nice too. It's already helping because when I get through with one of the bigger journals, all I have to do is throw the pieces in the right bin. Where was I going with that? If y'all haven't started one of these yet, I highly recommend it. Highly. A, because it's a way to use up scraps, and B, it's good for you not to overthink things. I guess I put it back. Okay, so if I did that, okay, I'm liking that. So let's just go ahead and get her ready. And that kind of picks up this horrible green. These are the little bits and pieces that I find on the floor. So y'all working on anything fun? Where's Rosemary when I have a low stress talking date? Okay, I'm stalling here. You've got the bright green. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put this down. It's y'all gonna get you some of these little inexpensive De La Rowney books at Sam's. I mean, not Sam's, Walmart. Good grief. Okay, now let's put this down right here. It's going to be cattywampus, but that's okay. probably be 90 before I fill up all the books I've got. No, 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 no. I said I was going to use some of these stamps. Moon wand. Hey, there you go. These are the rubber moon. And I like them because they're small. And they're cool. Now that brings in the green from the other page. And it's not exactly inspirational, but yeah, not the best I've ever done. We're not judging. Remember that. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on to something that has already a background started for us. That one's got all kinds of color going on. But this is my fun journal. Yep. I don't even know where this color came from. And the babies are home. Something about that I kind of like. That gold is so garish. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so there's one, there's two. So if I do this side the same way and cut just a little bit outside of it, I'll have my 1/8 inch. Now I want to distress this. Stuff falling over everywhere. Come on. Something stuck. All right, well, let's just use a pair of scissors, old school. That works good. That's the trouble with tools. Yeah, they're cool and everything, but got to be able to get to them and know where they are. Okay, now I'm going to crease. And crease. I'll do a little bit on this. Okay. I'm thinking it injures the team, doesn't it? I got a makeshift thing going on here. I guess I put the purple one back. No, there it is. Orange, orange, orange. Okay, now I'm just going to take this along the edge. And that raw paper will soak up and wick the ink into that area. I don't want an in-your-face, grungy. I'm just after this looking old. Yeah, it's also funny. Sometimes somebody will look at these and their favorite page is one that I don't like. Okay, now. And if I had made some of my tape like Rosemary makes, no, I'm not going to get it out today. Use a little bit of this old masking tape. It's so old it was all stuck together. I had to cut it. It's about a double, triple layer here because I cut it with an X-Acto. I'm going to see if I can separate it. All right. I'm just working a little bit. I'm going to go on the iPhone so I can. Come on. Okay, we're still live. Live. All right. Hey, Beck. Christy. Aw, Beck, thank you. I try to be. I'm not as entertaining as some. Just working with what I have here. This tape, that works. Trying to use a few stamps here that I've got. I saw a piece of black something. I think something like that would probably work just fine. Light. Orange blossom upside down. Some of our group went to Phoenix and had a live workshop with Robin last weekend. Big time was had. I could let that dry, huh? I got to get back in the swing of things, though. Catch up on these classes that I did or started, because I don't want to be guilty of not ever even finishing the first 6 weeks. And Make-A-Wish, I'm going to do it in the green again, just because I can. Uh-oh, what's that? Make-A-Wish and the star. I just want the star. And again, these are the Rubber Moon stamps. I like them because they're so little. Yes, Robin is in McClendon. Just a little something, something. Now we've got this pink. Keep coming back to that. This is my pieces of Echo dyed from Rosemary. She had us doing this on all sorts of paper. That's a nice baby. This orangey, yucky stuff is pretty good. Just cut that right across that line. Do something like that. And it does kind of pick up there. Put this back. Copper doesn't go. Do 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 do. Nope. I think that's a little booger that can come off. Looks like a piece of wax. Yep. Yipper. Let's just do it. Don't overthink it. I want it on top of that one, on this one, and under on that one. No reason. Oops. I want it under this one. There you go. I knew it was something like that. No, not too bad. I'm running out of room to pile stuff. I got little bits of scrapbook papers in here too, left over from other projects. I see chat moving. Yes. I could use not that one. This one. Green flash. Flashes to gold, and then I'll take a look at what y'all are doing. I've been on a buying spree for color flash. You never can find it when you want it. There. Ties it all together. So I ordered from Walmart, same price as what they charge in the store. There. That helps. All right. Okie dokie. That's not half bad. I mean, you know. Ooh. Pretty one. This could use something. I'm going to use it again. How about that? Anyway, if you can't ever find what you're looking for at Walmart, and their price is the best on these, even over Joann's and just a little bit. So they're completely out in the stores, but I was able to get them online. There. Stop. Better. I think that helps kind of tie it together. So I got, and you can get free shipping too. So I just had it delivered to the door. I had to learn to start putting my heat gun sticking out the drawer I've got it in. Because I was just laying it back in the drawer and burned the crap out of my finger the other day. There was a piece of plastic hanging off of the end of the gun that was liquid. And back in that drawer, wrapped up in bubble wrap, was some stuff. And so anyway, I realized that I was putting my gun back in there. So the last thing this family needs is a fire. All right, I pulled some blue stuff. Let's see what we got here. You can go, as long as you're in the same value range, you can go to a different color. See, that's a little more teal. And I've got that piece, which is pretty nice. It's greenish, which I don't like that much. Nope. Nothing there for me. Here's a piece of blank paper. Oh, it's got some shine on it. Shine on, baby, shine on. Nope. 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 Well, no. Yep. Blue. Maybe. Maybe, baby. This is where I got busy and my pages pulled apart from each other, so I just put more paint on top. Makes no difference whatsoever. I got to check with you guys because I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, y'all are still, yeah, leave the green turned upside down, top off. This is some a print on onion skin of some boral papers. You know, the Japanese thing where they darn the darns, and you don't have to go matchy. See, this was up top. Not much difference. Let's do it. Cheapy little measuring trick. I seem to have a page stuck right there. Gently now. There you go. I'm enjoying my classes. This painting on my table is from Kara in Life Book 2020. And I'm so drawn to portrait work because it's so ingrained in me. Is it this one or is it this one? It's this one. But I try to be loose. That's why I'm taking the class. And I'm not talking about loose. I'm just talking about more painterly. Let's put it that way. And this was done, she did it in acrylic. And I'm not crazy about painting for real in acrylic. But I did it. Because you'll never catch me say that I don't know how to do something or can't do something. It's just a question of how much time do you want to spend learning how to do it and practicing how to do it. It's so funny. Once you get these things laid down, they just look like they grew there. And that's not any great design work on my part. I think it's just the nature of the game. This is the center of a doily. Okay, I'm going to cut that piece down just a little. And if I had it right there, not that I'm trying to cover that up because it doesn't bother me that bad. And then a piece of this peeking out. Okay, let's go for it. If anything that I glue down like this in time doesn't stay, it's real easy to fix. Just come back in here and add some more glue. I do this because for me, this is easier to get it where I want it than to glue it somewhere else and bring it back and try to align it again. Robin sometimes will lay it down and make a pencil mark where it goes, and that works too. I don't guess I need any more of that color. Okey doke. In the spirit of having threes. Well, here's the rest of that doily. This was something Robin played with, tearing just bits of it so you can get it to be straight. I think we'll just use that. How about that? Whoops. Fingers getting sticky. Get a clean finger. And quit doing that. Okay. If y'all don't learn anything else from me, it's what I also need to learn myself. That's why I teach it or show it. I'm going to put just a little bit of hit the highlights. Yeah. Is that on stuff like this, the purpose is to put you in a mood for other types of art. Now that just turned out real nice, and it stemmed from scraping off paint that I had the other day. We've got 3 elements on each page, and that's just plenty. You see if y'all are doing anything. What you building, Joycey? I need to tear that off. What do I want? I want to use some of the Martha Stewart the confetti that I showed y'all last week. Let that dry for a minute and get my 4-inch plate out. And this should pick up I forgot to shake it. See if we got any confetti. I'm thinking that's a dangerous thing. I could have put that down. I tried just a little bit of matte acrylic. This is Dick Blick Amethyst. And if it's too light, just add a little bit of white on top of it. Not that much. So I think I'll just go ahead and put that white over here. And we've still got white. And that's a pretty color. And if my stuff dries, I'll put some more. All right. Where are you? Right there. Now I know I put another one back here. Doot, doot, doot. Y'all saw me do it. Did it disappear? Gotta get to it before it sets. Y'all, you saw me do it. Is it there? Ta-da! Ooh, found it. There's some more of the doily. Okie dokie. Now, this isn't dry yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down and see what we pick up, if anything, from that black. This is kind of like a pickup print, but I didn't put the glitter over everything. Breathe. My watch tells me to breathe. Aha, I'm getting it. This Martha Stewart is in a gel that dries clear so that the bits of odds and ends of glitter are suspended. And it worked. Picked up the stuff that was left. Come on, focus. When I'm not understanding how this works, I did remember to put my software on before I came live. Okay. So autofocus needs to be on if you're doing something close up like this and off. See those little vertical things? Those are little glittery deals. And they're just different sizes and pieces. Okay. Just a little. It's not any different than sticking a pieces of foil to your plate, which I think I have one here somewhere from the other day, but I don't see it. Alrighty, now what do I want to do next? Let's see if this is better. I do believe I like it better. It's a little more weighted on the inside rather than the outside. The fun thing about this too is that there are no formulas to follow. If you do step 1, step 2, step 3, and that's real good for the way my brain works. And there are days that I don't think my brain works. Okay, how are you going to do this? Because you're getting glue all over yourself. These little books open almost flat. There. Now I had a fairly straight edge at the bottom end in here, so I put it as close as I could get it to the, that's pretty darn close. And then let the raw edges float up here. And now like that. Do. Just fingers. By the way, cheap paint. This is, well, this is Fine Touch, Hobby Lobby. But anyway, the less expensive paint tends to be a little more sheer. I didn't really want that much coverage right there. Baby wipe to the rescue. There. Bitter. Bitter, bitter. Let me reach down here and get another bottle of this. It may not be confetti. Ooh, vintage leaf. Cotton candy. Look what color. So, let's just pull this game again. And let me roll this off somewhere. Now, see? Pinky purpley. And that's the confetti cotton candy. And I ordered these straight from Plaid, and they came in real fast. Put that right here so it doesn't booger up. And I'm just going to turn this upside down and do the same thing we did here, except we'll get the reverse. We'll get parts in here and not on the outside because they've already been pulled. So direct from Plaid for the Martha Stewart, because it's brand new and I don't even know if it's in the stores yet. And the Glitterific that I got is also folk art. I got direct. The day I got it, they had a 25% sale. Oh yeah. This is about my favorite jelly technique. Now then, I get to look first. cute. Coyote. Now then, to finish this up, what do I want? It's just scrapbook paper. You won't do much with the kid. There's a piece that's doesn't look like, whoops, careful baby. Doesn't look like scrapbook paper. And I like it, so we're just going to put it down. It's like an obelisk. See if any of that still wants to come off. Not much, one or two pieces maybe. What drat? I just put this in there. Alright. Well, I guess that wasn't the best idea in the world. Oh, there they are. In the floor. Who would have thought it? Circle punch. This is a little bit of oil paint left over from the day that and it's got something already punched. Oh, there you go. See if that size works. This is too big. All right.
I've got this T90 one. We'll try it. So maybe more useful than I thought. That one's not so much in your eye. It is a good size though. Well, let's just use it. There. 1, 2, need something else. 3, 4, shut the door. Different paper. Same color. Different width. Remember, same, but different. So circles, big circles, little circles. Pieces of paper, big pieces of paper, little pieces of paper in the same color. Wide, narrow. I don't know what this means, but we're doing it. Didn't mean anything. And there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 over there. And we put that down, and we put that down. So what else are we going to put down on that? I got my sample black out from the other day. Why don't we just see, tear it forward, and white from the paper goes on the back. You got me thinking again. Yeah, then how about that, sports fans? Okay, so I like that there. This black shiny paper is what comes, stencils are put on them for display. Where did I probably lost it just a little. This one's wonky. I'm going to look for that little dot for just a second. I don't see it. All right. Here we go with another one. Loop-de-loop.
Come out. I didn't get a hole punch. See what we got. Still didn't get a whole one. Better. And there you have it. You can use it to your advantage. And put the one with the biggest divot in the middle. Kind of like that. And then put this one right on top. Move that down just a little. All right, what are you going to do here? So now this time, let's try the small divot first at the top. And then big divot right underneath it. Well, that's a lot of stuff to... I'm pulling it up so I can see it. Da. Always use something, credit card or something, when you want to burnish to keep your stuff from moving. There. Neat color. You're not seeing too much of it, but it's neat. Amethyst lilac color. I like that. I do. Come on. Now, let me see what y'all are saying. Get a drink of coffee left over. Bye, Gail. Okay, good. You're still here? I think I'm about done. Y'all vote. Do you want me to go do one more spread? Or I can call it quits for today. I like that page. I guess it doesn't really need anything. Okay. Voting There must be a lag, so I'm going to wait on y'all. Okay. Cool. But if you want one more, we'll do one more. So we've got a plain page coming up. And I think I will use some matte washi. Empire China. Let's just line this baby up if we can, or not, and trim it. That's better. And I'm going to go all the way across. That wasn't lined up very good. I think I want the burnisher. I'm going to go ahead and trim that in the middle so it doesn't interfere with thickness in the gully. There. Maybe used a little washi. A little wrinkle in it. Doesn't ever hurt. Adds character. Okie doke. Might be a good place for something dirty. Okay. Okay. Rosemary's Echo Die. Always look and see which side you like best. That's an actual leaf print right there, so I think that's it. Blank spot. Ooh. Look at the trashy goodness on the back of that one. There we go. Didn't want that to come off. Boy, these papers are so fragile. Stick. You'd be fragile too if you'd just been put through a, tied up with string and put into a boiling pot and left for 2 hours. Yeah, then tear that little piece off. I think I know where my 1 minute, please. There was some glue gun. Oh, where's my other bin? Right there. Here's where I'm going. Oh, there's a People's Republic of China. I'm liking my bins. All right, so everything's red. There it is. This is the Rubber Moon. I wonder if I can do this. I don't think I'm even going to try. It's not that important. Okay, now this looks like a passport stamp. You pop it on there. Hey, Crafty. Perfect. Now, if I really wanted the stars or the airplanes to be blue, I could do that. But like I said, it's not that important. Now, what else do I have in here that might be cool? This is my bin for finished stuff. To do one of these little things. I've got more. Let's just go ahead and use one. Oh good, they're on plastic sheets. These are little bitty stamps. Or stamp shapes. And I don't know if they're rub-ons or not. We're going to find out. Little kids. These aren't really apropos of Journey, but hey, it's a stamp. All right, let's see what they are. They are real thin stamps. So we're going to put that one right here. Cool. I got these, I do believe, at AliExpress. I'll spend a couple bucks for stuff like this. Cool. Now let's put it's kind of the shape of South America, isn't it? Japan. Mexico Gulf. Japan. Oh well, who cares? I just want a little one. What, wrong side, goose. Trying to put these things up as I get them out so they don't get lost. And there you go. Passport. Cute. I like that. I do. Joycey, I like that. Let's see what else I've got over here. I could use that little border across the bottom in, oops, where's the lid? It's been sitting there soaking into my paper. And I did not buy refills for these. Let's do orange. Orange. Or do we want? Nope. I want dark blue, I guess. Nope. I want the burgundy. All right, now. I just want this top. I moved it. Not too bad. I know I could use washi tape. See if we can do that again. Nobody said it had to be perfect. And it's not. There. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? Let's see what we got. Nobody's timing me or telling me I got to get off or anything like that. Okay, what can we do? What can we do? Okay, put this up. I'm going to use a little bit of Martha Stewart champagne. Now let's put just a tad of white. I better be careful with that. That white is coming out. There you go. There you go. Put the bottom in. Now while that's drying, let's do a stencil. Here's a set. Let's see what else. I put all the stencils up last week. Ah, Patty. Okay, I'm not feeling Seth. I'm not feeling Fleur de Lis. I'm going to pull this out, which doesn't really apply. Look at Seth again. Secret. Oh, what the heck? Let's just go ahead and see what we get. Okay, clean plate, which it is sort of. And plum. We're in plum today. I wonder where I put my other. Right here. Right here. My crafter's version of a small pan pastel. Trying to feel it. Let's use these and see how they do. Ah, hell, finger works. Move this up so y'all can see. If you haven't tried this, it is the coolest thing ever. A dry powder, whether it be pan pastels, the expensive ones, or eyeshadow. As long as you're using a fairly strong color, it will stick to the plate. And you can make prints with it by putting paint on top of it. Which means I really could have waited until I had my pick it up and look at it and you can see it. Now where I have leftover stuff, it may or may not work. See? Do I want something in the middle? No, not now. No, not now. And I'm going to go back to my little, what was it? Fiji Island cotton candy we used. This one is Surprise Party. Has a lot of color. This one's just gold. Toast of the Town. Hologram looking. Because I don't want to blot out what I've already. Oops, you didn't shake it. Those pieces have a want to settle to the bottom. Now that's on there good. It won't come off. In fact, you can get 3 or 4 or 5 pulls. Okay, now I need to roll that off somewhere because you don't want to waste it. How pretty that one is. I can't see it, but it's pretty. Draw that a little bit so it doesn't get monkeyed up. Seems like we've done this once today. Might be next time to put a piece of paper in or something so I can tell where I put the roll off. That wasn't it. That was earlier. Oh, well, it'll be good and dry. Sure is nice to have these pages with something on them when you flip over. And I mean, nobody says you have to go in order either. Maybe, no. Y'all saw me do it. Damn it. Did I dream it? Okay. It'll turn up. Ooh, brownie in a mug. Well, I put my mirror thing upside down, so that didn't give us much. Let's see if we can still get some off over here. I'm going to have to find that page. And there we got a little bit of it. I had a little too much paint over here. But we're going to leave it because I've got to find that page. Because I want to keep it. That's not it. That's not it. What y'all do today? Well, we watched Vicki flip pages. I put my water in a little ceramic, not ceramic, pottery container, kind of like a pencil cup. And it fits right underneath my work surface, which is about same height as the cup. And I scotched it up under there where it can't be knocked off. And then I put a plastic lid on it because that's so pretty. Now get back over here to this one so it doesn't drive together over here. There you go. I dropped a old set of earphones in the water. My cell phone just now slid off. It would have been in the water if I hadn't had that cover. Okay, let's put a different color on here. Let's do same. Let me put it. Come on, quit hooking to me. We're not gonna get it perfect, but let's do something brighter. I don't want teal. I'll use this dark. No, that's too close to what you did. Nah. Pan pastels might give you a little more coverage, but they're so unwieldy to have. Now that should give me a little bit of a shadow with the under stuff. What am I going to put on top of that? Choose just for grins. That's going to just I'm going to try this frosted glass, which is an acrylic to kind of look like frosted glass, but it's fairly clear. I don't know that I would buy it again, but we'll see if it works. I'm not an experimenter. Now, let's see how good she learned her lesson. Now. How now, brown cow? Rosemary and I sat one day and just did a lot of just pan pastel on the jelly plate, and we really had some good results. Okay, that's interesting. I like it. You can't really see anything. I mean, it's not a pattern, but
So let's do something. I'm going to do this little guy right here in the middle. And I'm going to do this purple. And my paint underneath it is wet. It's all a big experiment, isn't it? Key is you have to remember what you did the next time you want to do it. Now that greenish color looked real good. Makes me might want to use some more of it. Now let's go to just for grins. Has to be a fairly dark color to work with this. And I guess this one doesn't really matter. By the way, I am liking my little 327 count eyeshadow colors because they can stay right here in the craft room. Or craft area, I should say. Let's use the green again. I really like these sheer paints. So those frosted ones may be keepers. Okay, see the blue and the magenta e-color. Not giving much of a care whether I get it centered or not, because there's still, the border will still show. It will still come off. In fact, you'll see traces of it a week from now if I were to use this plate, that the powder just sticks. And again, you can't really see a picture, it's just pattern. This one has less on it. So let's just put one of these right in here. And it doesn't matter. Okay, this is going to, as soon as I finish these, Randy will be here in a minute wanting to know if I'm coming out. Are you coming out? No, I'm hibernating. Change color. I'm just going to stick with the green. That seems to be working pretty good. You got a bunch that time.
Now, when I have too much, yeah, instead of rolling it off like that, I'll just put that on another jelly plate. Let's see what we get. I don't know where I put her. Can't tell what she is. Oh well. It's that too much paint thing again. One thing about it, you'd never duplicate this. See the leftovers? Not worth anything. I mean, it doesn't make a picture, but doesn't have to. No. It's done. That's dry. Be sure made a good background. I think it's dry enough. Now, I like those frosted colors. That's the first time I've used them, but they're so sheer that they would really come in handy with this type of work. Where are you? Where are you? Right there. What a mess. What a mess. I'm going to use another piece of this that I did for the sample test. Tearing it the wrong way. Remember, if you tear it back the other way, it'll... Oh, what a nice little scallop I'm getting. Alrighty. Just going to edge the torn and encourage the ink to soak into that white. It's got my name on it. How about that?
For those of you who may not have been here last week when I did these new, well, thank you for not sticking. This was done, my name was done with a hot glue gun and the heat foil. Because the last thing I need is another something to keep on my desk. I guess it's down. And since I have 4011 heat guns, I don't know if that is going to stick. It might have something to do with the fact that the paint's damp. Okay, so there's that one. And might as well use this one. It's got a greenish. I'm not sure. What the greenish is. It's a satiny. That suits me. I should have just used this to begin with, right? Pin back in. I'm so glad y'all came today because I really had to make myself, not because I didn't want to see you, but because it's winter and I like to hibernate. And that includes being in my chair. Mm-hmm. 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 Doesn't do a thing for it. Nope. This is part of a window envelope. I'm not sure that I want to put a whole lot more on there. I think maybe I'm going to call that one done. And this pattern fights with that pattern. So I think it's done. I can always add something else. I'm liking these little sparkly pieces as collage. Trying to get this stuff off my fingers. I sure do like having baby wipes in the studio. When I was painting on this girl earlier, I use baby wipes when I'm oil painting to
clean brushes off, like in between colors. So I just hold one in my hand all the time. This is for the Life Book 2020 with Kara Bullock. And I'm just getting a good start. See, I carefully didn't use the word behind, because I don't like to put pressure on me. It's not going to hair lip the Pope if I skip a few. Okay, now here's what we did today. I'm going to move this out of the way and take a picture. I like this one. And I like this one. Gosh, 4 sets. Try to get my finger, so my finger's not really showing. And that one, golly, I had a big day today. Thank you guys for helping. I think that's it. Oops, got another piece there. It didn't get glued all the way. No. Good grief. That was my first one, because I started out bright. Where's that piece of paper? Okay. Well, that was a productive day. What, 5 sets or 6? Look at this turning clear, Joycey. Just from being open in the air, I guess. Okay, so green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. That's nice. This is a great size, guys. Okay, if y'all don't have anything else for me, I am checking out. I love you and I appreciate you coming. Anything else? Anybody got anything else? All right. Bye. I will see you on Thursday.